Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome, chat. Welcome, everyone. Good time zone to you all. I don't know what time is it over there for you guys. We have three different time zones here. We've all gathered to play some D&D, and show you some awesome Foundry stuff. We know you're excited about that. We're excited about that. Matt here designed an incredible Foundry module for Book of Spirits for many months now. And we have been designing Book of Spirits for the better part of the last 2 years. So if you're here, you're either fans of Foundry and excited about this new book that you haven't heard of, or fans of Book of Spirits and want to see the new module. Book of Spirits is the ethereal supplement to bring the spirit realm into your 5e games. It brings the spirit realm into your game. It brings new spirit creatures, new player options that have to do with spirits, like character classes that are more spiritual in nature, like the conduit and the empath, subclasses, spells, the whole thing. There's a whole new system there that's called resonance. You'll see more of that on the stream, but just a small hint about what that is exactly is sort of a symbiotic mechanic that lets your character's roleplay really affect the game. Spirits in this world are affected by emotions. So when you feel angry next to an angry spirit, it might get more powerful, which may not be the best thing for you unless you're on its side. Who knows? You'll get to see it in action in just a little while. Uh, how about we did we introduce ourselves? I don't think we have.
We did not.
Let's very very brief. I just started talking about the game. My name is Aviad. I am the lead designer and owner of the studio Beyond the Screen, designing 5e stuff, writing stuff, managing stuff. Yeah, that's me. You guys go ahead.
I'm Bunny, she, her. I own a marketing and operations consultancy stuff, but I'm getting to hang out with Aviad and help on Book of Spirits and also help towards a new project that's going to be coming out in not
Ooh.
too long. Um, so yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and I got to do a lot of playtest on this Foundry module actually, because I've actually worked on VTTs before, so that was super fun for me. So yeah, that's me.
Very, very helpful sanity checking and initial install checking and working out those, just initial getting everything in one package uh, issues. I appreciated that a lot, Bunny. I'm Matthew, aka honeybadger, and I've put the pieces together in a digital form for Aviad and the team. Had a lot of fun implementing the content itself and the classes, and had really got to stretch my brain with putting together the code for these very, don't take this the wrong way, touchy feely narrative mechanisms that are introduced through this book, and mechanizing that and making it easy to work with and keeping us focused on the narrative and the situation at hand rather than what steps we have to do to resolve this or that. It was a lot of fun, and the art is fantastic. I'm just flipping through the some of the artwork on the on the stream as we're chatting, and the
It's
artwork is
so
great.
pretty. It's
So
so pretty.
Yeah, we are very fortunate to work with some very talented artists on the creation of this book. Really, really great stuff. All right. So, shall we jump into Foundry and start playing some games?
yeah, let's give it a shot. So try to put together a little tiny adventure here. We're gonna take the audience along with us. Um, Ivan and Bunny are sent to inspect a remote orphanage established in an abandoned priory from which everyone had to evacuate. The reason? A new arrival. A young girl by the name of Delilah was found on the steps of the orphanage, collapsed into a fetal position and wrought with exhaustion. By the following evening, the priory stood abandoned yet again, save for the cries of a single child carried by the breath. We are going to start as Bunny and Ivan have entered the priory, the abandoned priory, a now abandoned orphanage. A lot of names and roles for this little building. We are going to hop right in and activate this scene. I've already put out a patch to fix up a couple bugs with the latest system release, and everything seems to be happy on version 14. So hopefully that stays the course. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the both of you should have dim vision around and to be able to see light sources with a young girl.
Ivan is like looking around. Hawthorne, it's so dark in here. Where'd you go?
And as the characters look around, you see a quietly sobbing young girl in front of a stone table covered with portraits of children. Some newer portraits, some look a little bit older, but more than likely previous orphanage tenants. She stands with her back to you, sobbing. What would you like to do?
Oh my goodness.
So, as an empath, I can tell, kind of get an idea of emotional state of folks. I think I have to be within 30 feet. So Hawthorne is going to. Hawthorne is a wood elf who's a bit cautious, kind of not great with social skills. Also because she can tell what people are really feeling and then they always lie and it's really annoying. So she's going to walk very carefully and slowly towards this girl to kind of get a better read on what might be happening and also what might be happening around the girl.
Yes. Is there a particular feature or just your general approach to this situation?
I don't remember the name of it. What was the name of it? Aviad.
You have your empathic link that you can. Oh yeah, you have your aura reading.
I would want to do aura reading first, I think. As just like an initial. I don't want to like link up with something.
Okay. Yes. Excellent. If I could, let's see. This is going to be.
If nothing stops me from approaching, I will get all the way like within 10 feet of her.
Yeah. She continues to quietly sob as Ivan approached. Hawthorne takes just a moment to get a general read of this little girl. Could you please give me an insight, a wisdom insight check to see what you can read from this little girl? I can also prompt if that's easy. Ooh,
I got 25.
Hey, yeah. So, you, yeah, you sense an overwhelming aura of sadness and fear coming from this little girl. Extreme, almost outside of that of human capacity. This is an extreme emotion. Ivan, as you approach, she slowly quiets her sobs and
Ivan sort
turns
of
around. Go ahead.
All right. Ivan sort of, as he approaches, he's lowering his body to appear as non-threatening as a 6 foot tall man can. And just looks at her with as empathetic as possible, just trying to match her energy and say, "Hey, are you here all alone?"
She turns around, tears on her face. She slowly stops crying and collects herself. Says, I was? Visitors. While your company does ease my troubled mind, I fear that my ghosts of the past have no such serenity. Uh, and a few shadowy images, shadowy figures emerge from the nearby walls. Just if I can get a shot of this artwork, because I do know it is a little bit dark for both you and
I can sense them.
So
figure.
pretty.
Um, horned spirit beast come emerging through the old stone walls of the priory. The little girl begins to sob again. As I am going to drop us into initiative.
Why?
Why? Because these
Aren't they
spirits
friendly?
come rushing.
Why?
They come rushing towards Hawthorne and Ivan, mouths agape with blue flame dripping from their skeletal. That is just absolutely wild artwork. Just give everybody a chance to appreciate that for a second. Let me move the cameras out of the way. And for those watching at home, these are the blight shade. And
Friendly creatures, truly.
they,
Misunderstood.
these are
Very.
apparently Delilah's ghost. Not just the ghost of the past, but Delilah's
Right.
as well. You can go ahead and roll initiative while I roll
Sorry.
it for.
I was
No,
like so
that is
distracted.
okay. I didn't call it. It's been has been a minute since I DM'd, but
There we go.
trying to get back into it. And excellent. I'm gonna go ahead and get wonder.
Yeah, that's great.
Ooh, okay, well there we go. That was well just a little bit. But the sobbing continues out of Delilah and reaches a climax as Hawthorne can feel the emotional energy just about to burst from her as she shapeshifts into a pained, mouth agape creature covered in billowing smoke, obscuring its form and position. And we're going.
Oh, wow, that's terrifying.
Still crying and wailing, this spirit of fear and sadness. Actually is not moving towards you. Sorry, I forgot what I was doing for a moment. And I think at this point in time, a lot of things have happened in rapid succession. Hawthorne, you maybe were a little bit more prepared for what was going on, at least knowing something was off, and I think this would be a good time to try to call for resonance. So the aspects of sadness are strong in here. You heard the girl, while you can see is not a girl anymore. The emotion was so powerful that it permeates through this realm. Surprise and fear, obviously in the air, and I would like to get a gauge from Hawthorne and Ivan.
I think Ivan is definitely frightened from the transformation. He was both surprised and frightened by this creature suddenly appearing in front of him.
Excellent, thank you. And Hawthorne, do any of
I
these?
think Hawthorne is not. I think like she feels the fear emanating off the other things and off of Ivan. I'm not gonna lie, she's probably a little like, "Ugh, really, Ivan?" But like the sadness was so much, and like that resonated more because like as much as she gets annoyed with like people and mortals and whoever, um, sadness will always kind of get her where she wants to help make that better. Um, Sometimes by trying to scare it away. So I think that for her, she just really feels that sadness and really feels that connection of like, how can I solve that? Like, I think that's kind of what she connects with in that moment.
Wonderful. If you could click the little resonance icon there, I can go through some of the custom workflow. Now, the players won't see this. This is the GM side only, but this is the call for resonance resolution application. And I may have fixed the microphone problems. Looks like I might be peaking a little bit, so I'm gonna pull that down. But thank you, Skua, or yeah, wait. Yes,
Yeah.
thank you, Skua, for noting that. I did have a ancient filter enabled from I don't know how long ago. So we should be better now. And Ivan resonating uh, with the aspect of fear here, right? Or is it surprise was
Yeah, fear works.
Yep. And Hawthorne with the sadness. I was multitasking and may have mixed up the resonating emotion.
It looks like you got it. I'm trying to not look at the Twitch stream too much because I don't want to like.
I'm not sure if you could make sense of it. But yes, and so let's see the brooding. I see the brooding geist, the sadness, actually trying to, and so now I'm trying to determine the resonance impact by this call for resonance. So the Animar involved in this encounter will be affected by these resonating emotions. They both, yes, the two of them, the brooding geist and the nearby Blightshade. This was exactly what the brooding geist was trying to manifest, trying to get this reaction. And because the two of you all, these two characters resonated with that, it did end up kindling the two Animar, the 2 of 3 Animar, where the other one, just to point it out, is just here above you, Hawthorne. You know what? Let's lighten this up. I was intending it to be a little bit moody, but I think it's just going to be dark, and that's not as fun.
It's also 6 a.m. for Aviad and 11 p.m. for me, so I appreciate that.
Let's bring it up. Let's bring it up, and of course, there's some regions in here. Let's just take some live editing real quick, and we're just gonna delete that guy. Boom. Okay.
No. Everyone disappeared.
Did they?
I can kind of see a little bit.
It's so dark in here.
Yeah, why is it so dark in there? Okay.
Because I'm a puny human with regular sight.
Man, fumble. But let's just give some light.
Wow, that was a lot.
Yeah, that ignores walls. Okay. So it is daytime when we did this, and we can all, including stream, see a little bit better.
So I cannot see anything.
Correct, and that is something I added for V14. As this brooding geist gets kindled, one of the effects that it has is that it is emitting 10 feet of darkness. Now, Ivan, we'll have to play around, and I'll kind of help you track where things are. You know, the brooding geist is two squares in front of you.
Please don't. Yeah, just tell me what I hear. It's fine.
Wonderful. So the brooding and the Blightshade, also one of the other Blightshades, also got kindled from this. Now, if you continue to resonate with this emotion that is displayed on your token, sadness and fear, respectively. You will continue to upgrade your resonance die at the end of your turn, and that will surely come in handy. But for the time being, the brooding geist begins to shuffle and targeting Ivan uses its chained desolation. The target is
Go.
cursed.
I have failed.
Okay, and yes, so now we have desolation.
Feel to see.
Woo wee. Okay. Desolation, and that was its action. If available, then makes one distressing caress attack. Well, the GM didn't actually move the character, and you cannot move between multi-attack. So the shuffling of chains and the sudden darkness just takes Ivan's mind to a bad place. At the end of the brooding guy's turn, it is no longer kindled, and the Blightshade's turn is happening. I swear I did review these before we started. Okay. It continues flying through the air, I believe, kind of hovering just a few feet off the floor, moving around towards the back of Hawthorne as it begins to whisper sweet nothings into Hawthorne's ear. If you could please make a DC 12 wisdom saving throw. Excellent, you passed.
Yes, I can make that.
You were able to shake off these distressing whispers, maintaining your mobility and actions, and this just enrages the Blightshade, which takes a little bit more direct roll as it targets you with an attack. I think everything is good. Stifled, stabilizes. Let me just check the stifled and kindled triggers. Okay, great. An attack against Hawthorne does look like a 20.
Oh yeah, no, that's super. Hawthorne's very squishy. She tends to just scare people away.
So that we will apply 11 necrotic damage, and I'll do that. And if I could please get a tormenting touch, curse save. If I could please get another charisma saving throw. Oh, I guess the first charisma saving throw. Boom.
Yes, you can have one.
Get out of my brain. And you do that. That is all good. The Blightshade ends its turn, and at the end of the Animar's turn, it returns to neutral. Ivan, we have you cursed, and what does that do again? Desolation.
I can't see Hawthorne. I can't. So Ivan begins his turn with the realization that he cannot see her, he cannot hear her. He's would even move here to try and see what's going on, and he cannot see Hawthorne. So he's like,
Hawthorne, where'd you go? Because he would probably would have heard her go like, ouch. Well, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, but I think he wouldn't even hear that being cursed.
Oh. Okay.
So
I'll
now,
defer to you on that one.
I imagine like just going by the fluff here.
I'm okay with that. It's fun that way.
It can't see its allies. It does
specifically
say see your allies. So you can hear the shuffle and.
Right. So there's like this cloud of he knows Hawthorne is here, but he can't really tell where she is.
Yeah, and I think I can even make her invisible, and you won't see her on your screen.
But he does see that creature over there.
Yes.
This Blightshade, and he's going to look at this creature and mumble to himself, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. And he tries to recall a time where he played fetch with his father. Seeing this creature of sadness, he's trying to bring that to the forefront as he is grabbing one of his little hammers, imbuing it with spirit energy, with this green ethereal power, and is about to toss it. So I'm gonna do several things.
I think I heard
I'm
several
going to
things. I'm
use.
excited.
I'm going to use my power surge feature. This one, right? Usability. And then I'm going to toss one or two hammers at it. Let's see.
And
Light
if
hammer.
you would hover over this blight shade and press T.
Yes.
Excellent.
Thank you. Haven't used Foundry in a while.
Yeah.
So I'm going to toss my light hammer imbued with spirit energy at it. That's a 23.
23 does hit.
And I have the damage from the light hammer. Let's roll damage, and there's also an additional power surge. Wait, which I can do by going here and doing empowered, let's say, line burst.
Excellent.
Mhm.
And so I think then you'll.
So there we go. So an additional.
Okay, and so the
Yep.
line burst. Let's see. Did it? Oh, okay. And it comes from the target. Just.
Yep.
Excellent. Okay. Yep. That is good enough. And yeah, directing it well away from where Hawthorne is easily done.
I don't know where Hawthorne is.
That angle. I mean, from where you are, that it turns out it does not impact her. So it's like if I'm interpreting this correctly, it's kind of like this. And yes,
yep, you're correct.
You see one explosion as. Just want to make sure this.
I'm gonna go again.
Excellent.
I have extra attack. Let's go one more time.
A
Does
12
this hit?
A 12 does hit.
Lucky me.
No, I am not.
Yes. Plus, again, bursting again. It affects every one of my attacks this turn.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do another burst there. This time it's a 5. So every one of those attacks gives me temporary hit points, but the highest one, I choose to take the highest one because they don't stack. So now I have 5 temporary hit points from this.
Excellent.
Nice.
Excellent.
That is my turn.
Did I hear a attempt to do a resonance check as you were like channeling these memories?
I would like to do a resonance check if possible.
I believe that's a no action, right? So
yes, that is part of my turn, and
action, yeah.
Yes. So how do I do that?
Yes, if you on the encounter tracker, so you can right click the cross swords icon, or you can just go to its tab.
Yep.
Right click the bloodied blight shade, the one you've been beaten on, and you should have the option to request a resonance check. I'm going to use the default charisma, and so this the blight shade is resisting this resonance check with charisma, and now you have a DC 12 charisma prompt, which you do pass, and it does sound like you were trying to stifle, channel the opposite, comfort, safety, happiness, kind of. Is that right?
Yep, that's correct.
Wonderful. And you do that, making the creature stifled. And you see its you see it diminish a little bit as you channel these opposite emotions. You see its form diminish and solidify a little bit more. Your hammers were really flying straight through a lot of the ghostly aspects of this, but now it looks like it's a lot more solid and easy to hit.
All right.
And would you like any more movement or anything, Ivan?
Nope.
We did everything, right? I think we did everything.
Yeah, he's still
All right.
like, Hawthorne, where'd you go?
Yeah,
And that's my turn.
And you'll remain cursed for a minute, right? For I mean an hour.
Yeah, I'm cursed.
Okay, just
You'll
checking.
never see me again.
That's the last time I saw her.
I'm right here.
I still hear her voice sometimes.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So first thing Hawthorne is gonna do is, okay, yeah, she just got like smacked to hell by this thing, and apparently Ivan can't see her. Deal with that problem later. She's gonna spirit probe the Delilah, the now Geist. So that is a DC 15 saving throw.
See, do I have disadvantage for any reason? I don't think so. Okay. Oh, 4. I failed.
Yay. So you take 1d6 psychic damage, and I get to learn one of the vulnerabilities, resistances, or immunities. And if it's an Animar, I get to learn about its resonance.
Yes.
Hey.
Okay. Let me give you a. Let's see. Let me deal some damage. That was. So I just rolled the 2d6 damage for you. Dealing
not too bad.
5. Nope, that was you. Sorry.
No, don't hit me more.
No, I knew I was going to do that once again this time. I knew it.
You just want Hawthorne dead. She'll die quick. It's fine. You don't have to help it along.
Selected there. 5 damage to that, and you learn one of the creature's vulnerabilities, resistances, or immunities. So let's see. I think the bludgeoning. It is resistant to bludgeoning, which I think is useful for at least some of the party. If the target is an Animar,
Okay.
you also learn about its resonance trait. Wonderful. So I'm just going to do this. Let's see. Display in chat. So the Brooding Geist responds strongly and kindles when a creature starts its turn and hasn't seen any of its allies since the start of its last turn, which...
Oh, that happened.
I was trying to
right away. It's kindled.
Was it right? It was right away. So that was... I missed that trigger.
It's still kindled. Yep.
And the stifled is using the help action to assist a cursed creature.
How could I do that?
You can help on attacks. That's probably the biggest one. Giving assistance on attacks. I think you do have to be within 5 feet unless you're a bard of some weird sort, or maybe an empath. Maybe you can help at range. But that is just an action you can take on your turn.
Oh, actually, with the empathic link, I can't. Can I use that to help?
If it doesn't take an action, I guess.
You can use the empathic link.
I know I can bolster, but there's no like help action.
It's true. It's not exactly a help action.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I can move if I want to get smacked again. Just don't really want to. I've got a bonus action. I'm debating which bonus action to do, whether I want to do an empathic link now or like in a moment. You know what? I'm not, and I'm very sorry to Ivan because I think you're within range. Sorry. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. Sorry. But I had the ruler connected still.
Oh.
So Hawthorne is going to call out and be like, okay, Ivan, that girl is resistant to bludgeoning. FYI. Also, I'm really sorry. And she's going to, as a bonus action, cast Overpower, which is going to... I think I can manage to not hit you.
I think I need to... Wait, is that a... I don't believe you can use another spell on your turn. Did that change in 2024? That didn't change in 2024, right?
A bonus action, and
these were two...
Spirit Probe is a cantrip. Spirit Probe is a cantrip action.
You're good. You're good.
And Overpower is a bonus action.
You're good. Great.
So yeah. I play Cleric on Sundays, so I actually know this really well at this point.
That's great. No, I appreciate it.
Yes.
Okay.
So the Overpower, I have to do it centered on me, unfortunately, according to the spell thing, even though it lets me move it. So I'm very sorry. But Hawthorne will call that out to Ivan and be like, sorry. So that's a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw. And anyone...
Yeah, is this...
You are prone. I'm so sorry. I'm just trying to get the things that are trying to hit me prone.
I have the worst headache.
Okay, yeah, so...
They
get pulled... You see them getting, like, pulled down to the ground. By their mind, almost like pulling themselves to the ground, and they both smack, and like water bounce back up and continue flying as they fail, but are immune to the prone condition.
Damn it!
Yes.
All right, so Ivan, you hear Hawthorne cursing extensively.
Where's the prone condition?
I got you.
Hey, thanks. Ow!
They do fail, but they just right back up. Okay. I think we're good. Anything else?
Well, I can't move without attack of opportunity, and I'm hurting, so I don't really want to. Yeah, I think I'm done.
Okay, cool. Just advance a turn, and the blight shade. Sadness. Yes, you absolutely resonated sadness. Sorry, I got a prompt at the end of your turn. I got a prompt to, and did I miss it on Hawthorne's? Did I not click the button? I bet it's sorry, Ivan's. Did I not miss it? Oh yeah, fear was notably not resonated. So I'm going to end the resonance there, but you now have a D6 resonance die, Ivan. I'm rewinding and I'm cleaning up things I didn't take care of.
All good.
Hawthorne, sadness very much resonated.
Still has it for sure.
So you continue. Yeah. It's upgrading, and I think it should be a D8 at the moment. All right, and the blight shade will take advantage of this situation as it flies in and attacks the prone Ivan with tormenting touch. At advantage because you're prone. This is melee.
Not
and
today.
It just a little armored turtle on the ground. The
I mean, kind of a big one.
The blight shade just roars. It lets out a yell of sadness, of bemoaning his own failure and being thwarted by this turtle.
I'm going to actually do something.
Oh, please, yes.
As this blight shade attacks me, a lion spirit emerges from within Ivan and roars back at this creature as I'm using my spirit lash.
The target becomes, oh, lovely, until the end of your next turn. Okay. And that just happens. What is your wisdom modifier?
So my wisdom modifier is 3.
3. Okay, so I can...
Wait, sorry, it's 2. It's 2.
That was the wrong one. It's 2. Okay. Selected 2, and then let me remove it from this guy. Okay. His saving throws are, he has been cursed, and that is until the end of your turn. All right.
Yep.
So the Brooding Geist, the creature of the Animar starts. Okay, still good to go. The Brooding Geist will move in. Well, actually, it's already chained. It's chained to Ivan. So it slowly makes its way melancholically around the pillar and just kind of slumps onto the pillar as it looks at Hawthorne with multi-attack, uses Chained Desolation. Oh, there's one bug. I forgot to set up consumption for this activity. Dang it. Let me jot that down real quick. Sorry, guys.
As you can see, we are supporting this module as we go. Any bugs you find, we're gonna fix.
Yep.
It's not just something we leave out there.
So that is that's been used. That has been used twice. Hawthorne, if I could get a wisdom saving throw, please.
Yes.
17 does it. And sobbing, looks at Ivan and gives Ivan a distressing caress.
Oh, that's creepy. I love it.
Yeah, that'll do it.
It looks like a 20 will hit. And maybe I can apply it to the right person. Targeted Ivan, minus 18. Apply. Hit. Okay.
All right.
Ow. That is...
It's like a freezing touch.
Yeah.
It's the worst chills you can imagine.
And you've already used your reaction, so it's just going to keep moving. Yeah, 30 feet. Good to go. And it's done. The Blight Shade is up. Hawthorne is still in its grips, and it is going to attack again with Tormenting Touch.
Wow.
A 10 will not hit.
That's a surprise.
Yep, good. Everything's good. Boom. And it actually moves through you as you feel a literal wave of sadness pass through your body. And yeah, it's more like circling you, trying to keep you scared and afraid. Ivan, the spirits of sadness and fear surround you.
I'm going to rise to my feet. And then I'm going to move. Hold on. Yeah. So let's see. Let's do something. So this guy gets an opportunity attack if it wants.
And yeah, it will go ahead and take that reaction. Attack for the Tormenting Touch. Did you crawl or did you stand?
I stand first.
Okay, cool. Just checking. I can remove that prone status. Boom. 6 won't hit. Please continue.
Okay. Can I see a cone? Hold on. How do I measure a cone real quick?
It's less real quick. I mean, you might just want to use the go ahead and use the ability and like turn off consumption if you want. If you want to check. But you know, absolutely.
I'll just go again. I'm gonna stand up, see all the spirits around me. You see Ivan sort of calculating in his head.
And
it's like, okay, I can hit them. I can hit them like that. He's gonna channel the Might of the Furnace once more and Power Surge. Once again. And this time he's gonna swing his magical hammer, his maul, at the creature that. Oh, actually, I can't see anything. That changes things.
Yeah, you were still in position, so you can target you can target this creature. It will be disadvantaged because you can't see it. But you do
Right. I
know
wouldn't,
well
but I
enough.
wouldn't even know how to. But I wouldn't even know how to arrange things. So I would just probably move right there.
Mhm.
Because I already said I moved towards that creepy darkness creature that's going towards where I heard Hawthorne getting whacked. And I'm going to try and attack it.
Yeah.
At
Good
disadvantage. All right.
And yeah, the target
do I
you
have
won't be able to target it, I think, because you can't see. Oh, it's still selected actually, so you should be fine.
All right. Lucky me. Okay, so attack at disadvantage.
Oh, nice.
12 hits. Please roll.
Wait, that's a Blight Shade. That's...
Wait, that was targeting the Blight Shade. The Brooding Geist has a 10, so you also hit the Brooding Geist. You're good.
All right. So let's roll the damage then. So that's that, and I also add the damage from the Power Surge.
Why did that effect go away?
It only lasts for a turn each time, but I need to activate it. Okay, I'm gonna direct the line. Oh, wait. No, not like this. Directly away from... I can't really see anything, but yeah. It might hit something else.
Yeah, straight away from you. Absolutely. You still can't see anything?
I
can see things.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see. I just don't know how to position stuff on Foundry, so that's just my new abilities there.
Oh, the Brooding Geist. Yeah, I'm not.
Okay, so it's 5 damage. It's 5 extra damage to the Geist in addition to the 12, and then 5 damage to the Blight Shade, apparently.
Yep.
Lucky me. And I'm going to attack again. My multi-attack. Again with disadvantage. I'll target the correct creature this time. Thank you for your patience, everyone.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm
thank you.
a newbie.
Oh, nice.
I roll rather well.
Yeah. Wonderful. Let's see, that hits.
And this will also do that. Okay, so I'm gonna keep the first. I get the first one dealt 5 damage to each of these, right? So I get 10 temporary hit points from that.
Nice.
Oh, hold on. How does the can't regain hit points does not apply to temporary hit points, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's great. Yeah, I keep mauling them, but I can't see anything.
And that should, at the end of his turn, I'm not sure why the effect disappeared. I'm gonna have to try and reproduce that. I don't have any errors on my side. But yeah, that is a lot of damage. The Blight Shade that is obviously engaged with Hawthorne is looking pretty rough. As its form, like you see, like one of its spirity, smoky arms kind of like disconnect for a moment as the trails of smoke go off, and then it pulls it back in or reforms out of another place. It seems to have trouble holding its form together. 2 attacks, some movement. And you can see what
it is resistant to most damage, isn't it? Though.
Yes, and that was accounted for by Foundry. Bludgeoning. Yep. The radiant was
Small
not
damage.
resisted.
Okay.
The bludgeoning was resisted by both of the targets, actually.
All right.
All right, you good?
Yep, that's everything.
Cool. Hawthorne. Try and get. It should be. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where that effect went. But yeah, Hawthorne. You are. It is your turn. Oh, I think you're muted.
Do things need to be dark again, or are we good?
We're just
should
gonna
be
go
dark.
with we're just gonna go with what you can see. That's
Okay.
that's just how it is.
Okay, she's gonna kind of step in. She knows that Ivan can't see her, but she's still gonna step in there anyway and be like, whatever. That way she's a little bit closer to everything. She's gonna take a really deep breath, and like she's got the fear and the sadness kind of hammering in on both sides, and she's gonna just take a really deep breath and be like, you know what? Everything works out, and she's gonna cast false life on herself.
Nice.
That way I can get some healing.
6, and let me apply.
That's a terrible roll. Still
That's
better than
10 HP.
before.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
So gonna do that. And then bonus action. Since I can see, because I was gonna say if everything was, I was gonna use mind sense if I couldn't see anymore. But because I can see, I'm gonna empathic link on the breeding geist.
Excellent. Let me get the template out of here. Okay. All right. So, and you just add it. So that this is distract.
Well, I can use that as a reaction. So like
Yeah,
I did the
but you
empathic
choose
link to
you
create
choose the distract link. Yeah,
Yeah.
because you do it on an
Okay.
on an enemy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bolster the geist. I think we're
Just
good.
making sure I'm following. Excellent. Distract. Cool. All
Can
right.
I-
It is distracted.
Is that because of the whole trying to like do the like almost aura of optimism and the like things will be fine?
Mm-hmm.
Can I call for resonance on
You could absolutely
someone?
do a resonance check against the brooding geist or the blight shade behind you, really. Just
The brooding geist is the one that should probably target more. So
go for it.
Okay.
Yeah, and let's see, you. What I mean? Let me just check on that. Yeah. And I think this case, I think your wisdom in keeping in that life will persist, life will go on. There have been worse things, you've gotten through worse things. I think that wisdom is why I'm going to ask for a wisdom check for this one. And at a 19, you absolutely get that, and you stifled it. It wasn't emitting. We're just going to say it ended being kindled because the effect went away, and I want to get him actually stifled for you. That was a little bit of a hand wave, barring some oddities with the active effect that I was using. If a kindled Animar becomes stifled, they should revert back to neutral. I'm not sure what's going on with the kindled state, so I give the benefit of doubt to the players, and we just go straight to the stifled state. Wonderful. Thank you.
So this means I'm no longer sad, right? Too. So
You're at the end of your turn. It'll prompt me, but that would end the call for resonance resonating.
okay. I'm done. I
Okay.
did stuff.
And in this case, we're going to end the resonance. So now you have a D8 resonance die. Okay, we have a blight shade. Still, nobody's hit 0. No triggers have happened. Yeah, and he just moves in towards Ivan with a tormenting touch.
New friend.
a 22.
Would
That
it
hits.
Hit.
would it help if I try to use my? Oh no, that's reaction just for the Geist. Damn it.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Geist will be moved soon enough, though, so keep that in mind.
Okay,
Okay, so
there goes my 10 hit points.
Ouch.
Let me try. Let's get your resources shown.
And
Everybody
there's a
start
charisma
racing.
saving throw I need to do, right?
Yes. Let me just. Okay. 10 hit points is gone. Then the charisma save. 13. That was his DC. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. 12
Yep.
was his DC. Good. So you resisted that curse. I think that's it. The Blight Shade would get kindled, but it's neutral, and that is being handled correctly. No, he wouldn't get kindled. He's still stifled. I'm sorry. When Ivan starts its turn, then it affects the Brooding Geist. And the Brooding Geist in this stifled state, also the smoke around it seems to solidify and become, revealing more of an actual like physical amorphous form that is both easier to hit and more unsettling. And let's see, it's gonna look at Ivan, and it's stifled, so it can't do much. That's really cool. And just a distressing caress on Ivan. Its stifled state removed a lot of its action options.
I'm gonna do my reaction
Excellent.
on that. Where is it? Is that
should
that
be on
one?
the same feature, and I think you probably roll it. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. So reaction to
Yep.
subtract empathetic link die from the result. So
So he reduced a d6 from the result, and then there's a save.
Three gets it under. 3 causes a miss.
Does it?
Mhm.
My AC is 19. Yes.
And
Whoop,
there's
whoop.
a wisdom saving throw associated that the Geist makes.
To keep the link ongoing.
Failed.
oh yes.
Excellent.
Link is
Okay,
still up.
cool.
And actually, I'm going to use my reaction to once more send my spirit lion to attack it.
And that just gets applied with it's the -2, right?
Yep.
Boom. Saving throw is -2. Excellent. That is actually, Brooding Geist, this is not where a Spirit of Sadness wants to be, and it does move directly away using the incorporeal movement feature from both Hawthorne and Ivan. It leaves your reach. You can make an attack of opportunity if you would like.
Okay.
I cannot. I just use my.
Oh wait,
reaction.
no, I just use reaction. Yeah, I can't.
Excellent. I totally meant that. Meant to do that. Hawthorne's personal demon. Let's see, that one actually, it's been hurt a number of times, and between Ivan getting his feet back under him, quite literally, and Hawthorne finding her groove, this one's actually just going to use its materialize feature and go back to the Everlast.
Come back here, you coward!
And some sobs, some remorse of, "I'll get you next time, my pretty." And your little Ivan too. And that guy scoots out of the battle. To remove that combatant.
I mean, unless someone could see into the ethereal plane and.
Yes, that is absolutely correct. Which can you do?
Yes.
Just by default. Okay, cool.
If you see
I have a spell
to come back here.
Great. Okay.
I have a see invisibility spell that lets me.
Oh, it's not just by default on. He was going
No,
to.
it's not by default. I can still sense it, but yeah, I can't see it.
It's its energy is still around, but it does not seem to be pressing in or any intention to do so. Ivan, the start of your turn. Come on, kindle, and it should. What is going on there?
Am I close enough to? Yeah, probably am close enough to affect it. No.
Just doing a quick reload in case something on my side screwed up.
I can see the darkness. Well, I can't see the darkness.
Right.
You know.
I can't see.
Okay.
I can see the.
It's still loading, I think.
It took a little bit for mine.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess streaming. I guess my upload is a bit stretched at the moment. We'll have to keep that in mind. But yeah, you were maybe it can help you along. Aviad, you were working on a you were saying something before I suggested we interrupt the session.
What was I? Wait, is it my turn? Yeah, so if you can, I can't see the interface yet, but if you want to move me around,
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm very much interested in going and hitting that brooding geist, knowing full well that I'm gonna try and hit it in the darkness, and that I might get some hits along the way.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just by sound and where I saw it going, I'm gonna try and go until I hit into its incorporeal form, and swing at it.
I wish there was a way I could help you because I have the empathic link up. So.
Oh, here I have my interface back.
Cool.
Yay.
So I have just moved you in the blight shade. You actually, notably, I don't think it can see through the darkness, so that you left its range while it couldn't see you means it couldn't actually take an opportunity attack.
Oh, lucky me. All right, I'm gonna take a swing at it with my maul.
A 19 will hit.
Oh wait, I did normal. It should be disadvantage. Hold on. Sorry. Does this hit?
A 19 will hit. Yep. Yep, it does. Roll me damage.
There we go.
Evan is kindled and apply to the brooding geist. Okay, the brooding geist. A chunk of spirit comes off.
Ugh.
And yes, the 16 will hit. Disadvantage.
And 16 damage as well.
Man, it's a good thing he's resistant to that. Wow. Wait, no, he shouldn't. Yeah. This is magic, right? That bypasses.
No,
no. I'm the one with the magic weapon.
In 2024, magic items do no longer, I think, bypass that resistance.
Wow. Mine does because I've got the Book of Spirits magic item.
Yes, you've got an alien weapon. That's really good.
Okay.
I haven't used it.
All right. Yeah, that a couple chunks of spirit came off on that one. It's hurting pretty bad.
I feel I'm hitting something. I hope it's not Hawthorne.
you don't hear yelps. I'm not sure what.
Like wailing.
like crying laughter or something. I'm not sure. Ivan, do you have anything else?
Let me see. I do actually have one thing. They can't see anything. Okay, that's. You
can hear a blight shade just behind you, a little bit to your right, and there's something directly in front of you.
I'm going to cast a spell. I'm going to cast Shield of Faith as a bonus action on myself.
Shield of Faith. Boom. And that gives, excellent, 2 +2 bonus to your AC. Perfect. And you don't even have to see it, just a creature of your choice. Cool. Is that it?
I mean, if I don't have to see it, I'm gonna target Hawthorne, but I think I absolutely cannot sense her. So
no, surrounds a creature
Would I?
of your choice. There is no stipulation on the visibility that I can see. So you could put it on
Great.
her if you would like.
Hawthorne it is. Yeah, I would like that.
Excellent.
Aw,
You do that.
thanks.
And let me remove it from... Does that work? No, let me remove it from
I
there.
hope this works.
And you feel it, you feel it catch hold, and as you begin concentrating, you are certain that it did.
Aw,
Cool.
thanks,
All right.
Ivan. Wherever you are. Can't see in the darkness.
And then it's Hawthorne's turn. Okay. Hawthorne, you are up.
Aw. This is such a pain because I don't have I have a whole bunch of things I could do once I'm concentrating on shit. Okay. I am gonna cast Sympathetic Backlash
Nice.
as my action.
What is sympathetic backlash? I feel like that's a new spell.
It is. So, whatever. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Basically, as I concentrate on it, it's a minute. It lasts a minute. Whenever a creature within 30 feet of me hits me with an attack, it takes 2d8 psychic damage. By doing this, this means I can actually unlock a bunch of the a bunch of the psychic flare things that I need to be concentrating on another spell to do. So yeah, so that is my action. Is that?
That was just me checking something. I was wondering if they were moving.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I was like, I'm moving. I didn't
was
do
me.
that. Yeah,
Okay.
and then I guess as my bonus action, on on my shiny magic weapon, does it make sense to do shillelagh?
It does it as long as it doesn't. I don't think. Let's see, shillelagh, club or quarterstaff. It doesn't say anything about not being magical or anything. Just a club or quarterstaff. So you could absolutely do that.
Okay, yeah. So I think I'm gonna kind of step. I think I'm gonna stay where I am outside of the thing. But yeah, I think I'll put the that on my weapon that way, and I'll have
Very
that kind of
neat.
ready.
Wonderful.
So cool.
Excellent. The blight shade. Kind of, it might be able. I guess he can probably see Ivan with spirit sight. I needed to refresh myself on that, but it moves towards Hawthorne, which
You
is
can probably see Hawthorne better
yeah.
with
That one's
Spirit
easy.
Side because he's resonating with sadness.
There. Oh, okay, I see. Or was. Anyway, tormenting touch on Hawthorne with improved AC.
And that's also sympathetic backlash.
Wonderful. Can you toss that up for me? Probably use the feature again and select the damage option.
We're ready to go. Oh, that's under spell sludge. Sorry.
It's okay. Cool. Okay, so you take 10 damage from his tormenting touch.
Mhm.
He takes, and yeah, you'll have a concentration save. He takes damage from the backlash. Boom. That was chunky. Yeah.
You have -1 on Constitution.
I'm squishy.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah. And the charisma saving throw you also pass. As that was a DC 13 as well. Good to go. It kind of begins swooping around you, but does stop at the darkness, as it doesn't want to make an easy target for itself, I guess, with Ivan. The brooding geist, I guess he's still kindled. Dark vision, spirit sight, and I got an extra use of chain desolation. Okay, So caressing, if I'm doing this correctly, let's see. The caressing attack, because I didn't look at it, the spirit sight is not going to count for overcoming the disadvantage in the darkness, because you are in the darkness as well. So one attack at disadvantage on Ivan.
Why does it have disadvantage?
Because he can't see you either. Wait, unless
The
he
brooding guys?
specifically can see through it.
I
The
think
Animar specifically can see through it. Of course it can. Well, of course
I
it can.
assume it can.
Yeah.
I assume it can. And
Regardless,
if it's not, it's yeah.
Regardless, neither hits. The best he had was a 13. So that distressing caress does not hit anyway. And the other part was, you're already cursed, but he's going to try and curse Hawthorne. I think this is his last use of desolation. If I could get a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay.
And a 22 will do it.
Yes.
22 will absolutely do it.
Wiz saves on an empath.
Emitting darkness. Okay. It's no longer kindled. That's correct. Everything goes away. Ivan, you can see what you can see. Your turn.
But as soon as I start my turn and I cannot see allies, it becomes kindled again. Right?
Yep. Yep.
I love this. It's so fun.
That's by design. That's by design. It's like
so
the brooding guys wants to isolate creatures, and if it's doing so, it's rewarded. It's being rewarded.
That's good. That's good. I like that.
So I'm gonna
Ivan, if you don't
take
have
a swing
inspiration, if you don't have take inspiration for that one, because I love the commentary on that. That's really helpful. I like
I'll take it.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to try and swing at it with disadvantage.
A 16 will hit.
All right. It's my first swing.
Yep. Dealing 5 damage. You make contact. It's not looking good for the Geist. A 19 will also hit. Another 7. That is absolutely going to do it. The Geist, let's see, it begins to dematerialize. It begins to like lose its coherency as pieces kind of smoke, skin-like smoke kind of sloths off of it as it peels away, and slowly falling into just a really unremarkable pile of dust that you are really surprised was scary or sad or evoked any emotions at all.
I keep just mauling the ground 2 more times just to be safe.
Just to be safe.
It's like, okay, I think it's dead.
Let's see. This guy gets, because a creature drops to 0 hit points. There we go. That kindles the blight shade near Hawthorne, and your Aviad, your Ivan, the fury at which you are stamping out the remnants of this spirit. You hear just a small giggle as I need a charisma saving throw from you, Ivan. You feel 19. Okay. You smash.
Wait. I'm gonna use my resonance die.
Heck yes. Meet it to beat it. So, for those watching along at home, you couldn't see Aviad's side, but on this failed roll, he could right-click on that failed d20, and he had an extra option that said apply resonance die. Is that what it was? Apply resonance?
Yep.
Which takes the exact same roll he originally had and adds his d6 resonance die to it, turning that failure into a success. You resisted the bane you resisted the death bane that the brooding geist was trying to afflict upon you. For just a moment, your thoughts just would not, you could not hold one thought in your head at any time. It's your mind was all over the place, and you centered yourself and resisted the bane. So that guy is
Can you put the bane in the chat just so we see what would have
Yes,
happened?
yes, absolutely.
What did I dodge?
Because it's one of the shiny things for Book of Spirits. The boons and the banes are so cool.
They are.
Okay, so this I just dropped it in the chat for this is called Perplexing Thoughts, and the next time you would have cast a spell that requires concentration, consume this bane and make a wisdom saving throw. On a failure, you immediately lose concentration. And what's kind of cool is that these are set up with the identified flags and unidentified descriptions. So when let me just give this to
Yeah, it says Game Master, and then the next time you cast a spell that requires concentration, consume this bane, and that's it.
Yeah. We don't see the other bit as players, so that means that we don't know what's gonna happen the next time we cast a spell. We just know something's up.
Something is up. Yep. I think that was a really cool intersection of capabilities from Foundry and gameplay considerations from Aviad. So yeah, you managed to resist that.
The challenging thing is to keep track of everything, but you know.
Yeah, this guy goes poof. It does make the Blightshade kindled. And where were we in the tracker? Ivan, yeah. You still have movement and attacks as any extra attacks, if you had any actual attacks left.
Wait, does that mean I can see Bunny now? I can see Hawthorne, sorry.
Yeah.
Does it? I
well, no, you're
don't
still.
think so.
Does the curse go away?
Failure. The target is cursed. Period. For sake of like moving things along and like changing the situation a little bit, I'm gonna go with exactly that. Normally this would last for an hour, remove curse kind of thing, but for sake of actually having a little bit of fun and being able to see the party's members, let's just do that.
There you are.
I mean, it might be fun for Hawthorne to be invisible for a bit, but
yeah.
There you are. All right. I have no more attacks.
Okay.
I'm just gonna hold.
All right, and Hawthorne, you now see Ivan making eye contact with you, and before he was kind of everywhere and generally not.
And also smashing the ground. You feeling a little better?
Yeah, much better.
So still concentrating on sympathetic backlash. Hawthorne is going to try to smash her anelium quarterstaff into the face of this thingy.
A 15. Yeah, a 15 hits. Boom. And let me make sure. Are there any extra properties of the anelium that I need to? It doesn't have bonuses to AC. Okay, go ahead.
It ignores resistances.
Anelium properties. That's what I was trying to get to. Ignore bonus to armor class. Ignores resistance entirely. Gotcha for the Animar. Maintain concentration. Cool. All right. Give me some damage. Did that get rolled too? Did I miss that?
It did not.
Okay. Okay. Cool. We're all here.
7.
And it's ignoring the resistance. So there we go. I can double it. Blightshade. Apply. Boom.
Yay.
Good hit. Good hit. It doesn't have anything to respond with. Wonderful. Anything else, Hawthorne?
No, I think she's feeling better. It's also nice to have the sadness like on her. So I think she's feeling a lot like
wonderful.
Almost like heroic. That like, okay, we're accomplished. We're doing this. get rid of all this stuff. So.
And the Blight Shade, this one
We
is,
got this.
yeah, he's kind of trapped between the two of you. I don't know, top and bottom. Let's see. It's really, it's got a lot on its mind right now. Top and bottom. So Hawthorne it is, with a tormenting
good.
touch. I don't have disadvantage on attacks. That was concentration. Okay, cool. A 6 won't do it. And it's 40 feet. It's used its action, and it will. Oh, it can get to right here. Okay. It goes. It bolts for the window.
Smack
You want
it.
to try and smack it.
Let's both smack it.
Yeah. Yeah. Give me some attacks. 16 hits. 13 hits. Roll me some damage, please. 11 from Ivan. Apply. Boom, half to 5. And give us the kill blow, Hawthorne.
Yes.
Wonderful. Would you like to paint us a little picture of what the last few moments of this battle look like?
So I think Ivan gets in like those really cool heroic like rah, with them all, and I think Hawthorne just like swings the quarterstaff around and like almost like super like a dance, just like twirls it and like almost gets like underneath its legs, and it just kind of poof.
It does it. It goes to the ground again. You know, like it tripped, hits the ground, and it hits and just kind of disperses like a smoke bomb, as it then collides with the window, and the emotion, everything calms down a little bit in this room. That will end this encounter. So there would be time to take, as you all kind of poke around and explore this place. As you can see, even just from where you are, there are plenty of doors. Some lead to the dormitory areas. Bunny finds herself in the meal room. So that's with the kitchen just to the other side. Aviad, if you would pause there for just a moment, opening the door, and you find a set of stairs that descend a few feet, and the air gets a little bit cooler as you walk into this slightly recessed room. I'm just going to like treat this exploration 10 minutes or so. We're going to use the heroic short rest variant, so you can go ahead and take your short rest, and just mention a few things. Maybe the two of you could help me out a little bit here. Bunny, as you moved into that towards the dormitory area, towards the southeast of the map, you notice a few beds. The kitchen that you walked through. You also, slightly caught off guard for just a moment, saw kind of pale bluish shadows or reflections, which at first you thought, great, more blight shades, more geise. But as you kind of hide and to watch for just a moment, this seems to be like, well, nothing you're witnessing being played out before you is seemingly physical. It's almost as if you found yourself like kind of caught in a dream. And as the next few minutes go by, you kind of suddenly see the areas around within the orphanage and back towards the dorms kind of like shudder for a second, and then everything is back where it was a few minutes ago, as you hear children screaming and adults running and horrific shapes swarming through through the orphanage and wreaking havoc. what I'm trying to describe is a bit of a memento etherealis. Aviad, please correct me if I messed
No,
up
no,
my
you're good. You're
pronunciation.
doing great. You're doing great.
And
This place is haunted by these events, by these emotions.
it made a kind of a stake in the ground. What took place here left its mark on the material world. It made enough of an impact in the ethereal, the everlast, to manifest and play out. And you see this, you can you try to interact with any of the characters or creatures or horrific things you see, but nobody seems to be paying attention to you. Um, Notably, one little horned tiefling girl kind of sits in the middle of it all, sobbing and just asking why. Aviad, if you would like to expand upon that idea of the memento etherealis in general, feel free, because I think that was a pretty cool little addition to the book.
So just like what's happened here, it's when something really traumatic and emotional happens in the world, sometimes the Everlast or the realm of spirits sort of remembers it and becomes obsessed with it and recreates this event over and over in this loop. So when you look into the spirit world, and sometimes if the spirit world bleeds into the material world, you're going to see glimpses of the same thing that happened over and over again. Yeah,
Thank you.
it's a consequence of these unfortunate situations.
And I did forget, but I did actually write down a little scene, so I can expand upon that and make it feel like a little bit more full.
Yeah, let's do it.
The story that you see, the matron responsible for the orphanage didn't think it important to maintain wards against the unwanted or dangerous Animar, because nothing has happened for years. Unfortunately, this serenity was shattered the evening after a new young girl arrived during the communal meal. Still seemingly exhausted, dressed in the ill-fitting remnants of discarded and hand-me-down clothing, and all too unsure of her present situation, the new arrival was a tantalizing victim for the cold cruelty of children unwanted by the world. Their incessant jeering and mocking slowly turned Delilah's expression from one of weariness and submission to an unearthly cocktail of fear and sadness. Slowly, the children's harassment began to fade as movement began appearing out of the corners of eyes and darkened alcoves in the old priory. Chaos soon enveloped the orphanage as the caretakers and cared for alike ran, screaming for their lives into the surrounding landscape to escape the horrors they were witnessing. The orphanage is soon left deserted, save for one young girl and her emotions made manifest.
So Ivan takes a moment to reflect on this and looks to Hawthorne. This place is ill-equipped to help someone like her.
I think there's the people more than the place.
I guess
How
she must feel so alone.
What a prescient comment, Hawthorne. As the two of you all recover your breath, take in and understand what took place here, and Hawthorne's comment of maybe the people more so than the place is oddly quite prescient. Ivan draws Hawthorne's attention towards this. I'm just kind of moving you all through. Don't worry. Down just a half-ish flight of stairs into this recessed, carved out area in the side of the mountain, as this priory was built kind of into the face of a large hill and mountain. you see lights.
Before we
Yeah,
continue,
please.
I'm gonna stop you right there. Evan's gonna look to Hawthorne and say, let's try and stay safer this time. And he's gonna cast Warding Bond.
Nice. Excellent.
Hawthorne, like when Ivan first started saying, "Oh, let's stay safe for this time," she's like, "I literally was trying." Like that's the expression on her face. Is of like, "I was trying to have us." Okay, yeah, all right.
All right, it looks like I don't have enough
Okay.
effect. Oh, this is an SRD spell. I need to eventually get back and fix these up. Okay, so Warding Bond,
Nice.
that
Oh, that's
is
a sweet spell.
+1 bonus. You can right click on that card and click pop out, and it's a great way to
Okay.
remind yourself and just keep track of things going on. Speaking of keeping
that's
track,
great.
I think as sympathetic backlash is that a minute or is that an hour?
That was a minute. So
Okay.
yeah, that and the Shield of Faith should be off, right?
Okay. Shield of Faith doesn't require concentration, but I forget how long that duration was.
It does require concentration, and it's 1 minute.
Okay. All right. Cool. Then I will remove those effects. Boom. Concentrating.
I guess actually, I have enough empathetic links that when Ivan goes and does that, I will create Hawthorne will create a bolster empathetic link so that way if we get separated, we'll still be able to like converse and stuff.
Nice.
So we can speak telepathically.
Yeah.
Still can't get used to that thing.
You can use a reaction.
Well, that's trust me, it's a little bit different on my end. You chatter in your head a lot.
That's true, I guess. Well, let's go.
And
Shiny.
let's see. I just want to make sure that was you're using the bolster crate link. I'm just trying to make sure that I did this correctly. So you've created a link, and you can use your reaction to add. Okay, so then you would use that and use bolster. Okay.
Yeah. Honestly, right now it's more like Hawthorne just wants to make sure that if we run into something else, it's like, okay, now it's darkness again, or like whatever. We could be like, okay, yeah, no, right here.
Times. Cool. Excellent. I'm gonna pop that out too so I can keep track of it. Lovely. Yes, if there's any other there seems with the light that is beginning to you see like shadows playing off of moving light somewhere down the corner, and it's while echoey, there's the sound of a soothing voice kind of muffled by cries and shouts of pain and sadness. So if I was to be so bold, the party would cautiously inspect.
Yeah.
And
I would say I would even use my spirit sense this time around. So this feature here would let me, for the next minute, as I approach closer, I can see into the Everlast, and I can sense the presence of invisible creatures. And yep, and I know if they're affected by the charmed or frightened condition.
Okay. 60 feet into the Everlast. Okay. That part's interesting. So trying to figure out if there's invisible creatures. So there are no invisible creatures that you can sense. But seeing into the Everlast, it's a rather odd sight. It's as you see the tail end, the bottom half of a fiery red Animar spirit getting like absorbed and consumed by this shiny, almost metallic like liquid as it's pulling it down into the ground of the Everlast. Definitely getting pulled out of the Everlast. And
Oh.
that, coupled with the reddish lights you can see dancing on the walls just ahead of you, which feel very much like flames. Or you think somebody might be pulling an Animar into the material realm, very much against its will.
Like right
That's
now.
dangerous.
Right now. And let me see.
Okay, we should get going.
Let me see that mind sense real quick. Let me just make sure.
I'm not gonna use that actually.
Okay.
But Hawthorne is gonna cast the invisibility, which lasts for an hour.
Okay.
And that lets me see into the ethereal plane, like into the Everlast, as well as anything that's invisible.
And so you would also see that. Yeah, you would also see the
Like, I think Hawthorne would probably see Ivan like reacting to things and be like, what's happening?
You're like, oh. And yeah, why don't you go ahead and move into that next chamber that you both see. And get a little bit of a reveal. Yeah, excellent. Go ahead and move into there. So in front of you, a unexpected, I guess, might even be putting it lightly. But you see the same young girl, horned girl that you saw in the memento, the same one that turned into a brooding geist not 10-15 minutes ago, kind of held aloft a few feet in the air. You come across an unexpected sight. On the far end of the circular chamber, Delilah is held shouting and crying several feet in the air in the ethereal grasp of a heretical statue. In the center of the room, emerging from a strange, iridescent liquid, a spirit of flames and rage is taking shape. As if the conductor of this orchestra of chaos, a tiefling woman weaves arcane gestures while trying to calm and comfort the overwhelmed child. Her soothing voice adds a discordant note to the symphony. Let's see. Obviously interrupting. I'm just going to give her a name because I'm going to say it anyway. This is a wizard named Minerva, who she totally introduces herself immediately. But your presence forces her to interrupt the complex ritual, which manifests which results in a partially manifested Animar. Delilah falls to the ground, still shouting and crying, but now directed at the interlopers, enraged at their intrusion. It was almost out! For a brief moment, I felt peace! How can you be so cruel? The spirit, as if a command, rushes at the characters. So we are going to...
Was the person saying that just now, was it Delilah or Minerva?
Delilah. She was released from the grasp. Yeah, I was almost, for a brief moment, I felt peace. How can you be so cruel?
Okay.
Couple things as we go into initiative. Hawthorne, with your high passive insight, you hear her voice trembling, but not necessarily from anger. Her skin is pale and eyes are dull. A young, youthful child is at odds with what you see in front of you. Ivan, with your arcana, just witnessing a brief moment of this ritual, it seemed to have the broad strokes of some sort of transference ritual, as if there's energy being moved from one location to another. And I'm going to add everybody, including Delilah, to the combat tracker. Minerva's interrupted, and she says, and she directs towards Delilah and says, "This is but a minor interruption. We can fix you, my dear. You must trust me. These two are here to ensure you never know peace." Just gonna roll everybody's initiative, and the two of you can position yourself. If you feel like you'd be too close, you would have stepped back. You can move around a little bit and position yourself how you would kind of have come into this room and witness this. Hawthorne, if you wanted to be back a little bit more, that's okay. Just kind of don't want to take advantage of y'all trying to look into the room and be like, "Ha, gotcha." But when we, that all looks pretty good. Let's see, Minerva, I just want to give, and Delilah is quite angry, and while it's just a child, the anger is directed at the two of you. She seems to be looking towards Minerva with, like, looking for maybe guidance, comfort. Ivan.
So Ivan would use the telepathic communication with Hawthorne, not concealing this from the others, and say, "I don't fully understand what's going on here, but this child is definitely being used."
And doesn't even know it, so yeah. Squash spirits. Right. Get therapy for child.
That is...
And I will say out loud, Delilah, we're here to help. We know a lot has happened, but this, he points at the spirit, this is not the answer.
Would you like to use your action to do a social check, and I guess that would be persuasion?
Persuasion, I assume.
Would you like to use your action and try and
sure,
quash some?
Ivan is the friendly teddy bear. Hawthorne is not.
Yeah, so. Excellent. Please.
Not so good at persuasion, but I'm gonna try. Let's see if it works.
Yes, please give me a charisma persuasion check. A 17. A 17. Your words seem to be heard. There's a bit of
so I will keep on this, and maybe it will help. It says, so this is not the answer, and I think you know it already.
Does this count as an attack roll? Can Hawthorne add her empathic link?
No, you can't. It's an ability check.
But I like it. I do like it. And there is, she feels this sincerity. There's a confused look on her face. There's still pain and sadness, and she still looks at Minerva, expecting her to do something to help, to come to her aid. But notably, when you mouse over Delilah's token, it's changed to yellow, which is a neutral as opposed to directly hostile. Your words have had an impact and moved her friendliness by one notch. Ivan, that was you. Oh, and as a result of that, it seems like this fragment of rage is hindered, is stifled. The source of emotion and anger that it was feeding from, manifesting from, has begun to falter a little bit. And it is stifled immediately. Great.
Right. And I will take one step closer. Yep, and that'll be my turn.
Oh man, wonderful, excellent. Delilah is. Oh, I like this. She's going to use her action, and basically she is looking, but from Ivan to Minerva, back and forth, unsure of who to listen to. As you're both, as you continued on, Ivan, trying to convince her, Minerva is saying very similar things. I would like to prompt a charisma contest between the two of you to see who is able to gain Delilah's attention for this round. So if I could get a charisma check
Charisma
from
check.
you, and I'll give one
Okay,
with
with my
Minerva,
+0.
and her +0 as well.
Oh.
Delilah turns and she begins listening to Minerva for a moment, and this will prevent her allegiance from shifting again this turn. Or her disposition, not allegiance, but her disposition from shifting.
Right.
As the fragment of rage begins to move, this sudden rug pull of the fuel feeding its fire begins, like the liquid begins to kind of come rise back up its skeletal fiery form, like pulling it back into the Everlast. It needs to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh my goodness. It does.
It manages to hold on, pressing against the round edges of the altar, resisting the pull. So it is at least able to do things, not immediately get shunted back.
I don't like those things.
No.
No, those things are not good.
And it is going to lash out with neutral, stifled. Yeah, it's going to attack Ivan twice. And this is just attack and damage. Okay. So a 21. Warding bond is a +1.
No, it's just for
Oh,
for Hawthorne.
okay. 21 will hit then, and for 11 damage. Let me make sure I apply it correctly. Boom. Okay, and you get prompted for a concentration check.
Is that from wording one is concentration?
Was that
No.
It's because of the spirit sense. It's because of the spirit sense, probably.
Let's see. On the
No, it's not.
status effect, Shield of Faith. Nope, you are not concentrating. I just forgot to put a concentration.
That's gone. That's gone.
Yep. Okay, cool. Good to go there. 11 damage.
I'm gonna use my spirit lash at it.
Nice. Oh, that'll be good. It needs to make a save next turn, probably, maybe.
Is that an attack that you can use the D4?
No, it's just a reaction.
Okay. I'll just write your line thing.
Fragment of Rage, and that's a -2 again. Cool. Spirit Lash, great. And one more time, getting a bit overloaded on my windows. Hope everybody is hanging along at home trying to watch my view. Burning Claw one more time. 17 doesn't look like it will do it, and it can replace one of its attacks with Invoke Rage. It was it meant to do something to Hawthorne, but will not. It will instead. It will, rushing towards Hawthorne, moving through the walls and back out. It does leave. You've already used your reaction. Minerva doesn't attack, but it rushes through and flanks. Comes up from behind Hawthorne out of the wall. I mean, I guess you could see that the whole time with. Yeah, it wouldn't have really surprised.
Invisibility.
Very
Yeah,
sad.
yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, great.
Would I have encountered such a creature before?
Give me a experience roll. Your insight. Yeah, throw me an insight, and if it's more than 10, you have run into one.
Oh, my insight's very high.
I was looking for a number that represented like your experience. Yeah. Yeah, you have encountered them. This is. Yeah. What's on your mind?
I just want to know if I would know of any if I would know if I guess if attacking it would make things worse for us.
Oh,
It's up to you to. It's up to you to
yeah.
tell me.
Tell
me what would I know here? Because I'm considering an opportunity attack in this scenario.
Right. You have
Oh
already
wait,
used
no,
your
I can't.
reaction.
I don't have one. I don't have one anyway. But so never mind.
Yeah.
Just
you
going.
do know that these kind of spirits feed off of violence and anger and those kind of violent thoughts. You know that's what it wants.
Right. That's all.
And that's all I had as well. Yep. At the end of its turn, it's not. Yep. So it's not stifled anymore. Hawthorne, it is your turn.
Okay. Hawthorne is gonna like say to Ivan telepathically, talk later, and go and actually drop that one and use the bonus action to put one onto Minerva instead.
Okay.
So she's gonna put the distract one on her so I can use some stuff. So that's the bonus action. And then Hawthorne's feeling very protective. Like we just saw all this horrible crap. We saw like the matron not actually properly taking care of the kids and all that stuff. And like, we dealt with all the sadness and the fear. And Hawthorne is like, fear is mine to control. And also this kid, her fear should not be getting used against her. Like this is not okay. So she's feeling very protective.
Yeah.
She's gonna cast.
Sorry, she was going to.
That's an ally. So Delilah's not an ally, correct?
Correct.
Like,
also not
okay.
an enemy.
Yeah. So that means I can't use safeguard yet because it's technically for an ally. So for right now,
you know what? If I said no more disposition changes, for the sake of keeping things moving forward, a disposition you can still attempt those things. It'll just be a disadvantage until Delilah goes again.
Safeguard is I create a shield of energy that gives temporary hit points to that person. So like,
I mean, in that case, right, ally, you could, because she's not against you, if you wanted to cast it on Delilah in this case, I think that's highly appropriate.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like I want to use sympathetic backlash because it's been so handy and I love it, but like I feel like in this moment Hawthorne would be like protect the child first and then go from there.
I agree. So yes, I agree, and I'm gonna go with that as well. Whoa,
so
yes.
Delilah has 23 temporary hit points as this shield.
Oh, I put that on the wrong person. Let's see, where did that go? That went to
The shield feels like one of those fuzzy blankets. Like one of the micro fleece ones.
I love that.
Okay, that wonderful. That is That's good. That's good. Why don't you go ahead and take inspiration for that, because I think that was highly appropriate to the situation. And you,
She will say to
Delilah.
Minerva as she connects empathetically, be like, "You don't use children."
Uh-huh. And yeah, that definitely, that Delilah looks like just stares at Hawthorne, unsure of what this feeling of protection is. Maybe breaks your heart a little bit.
That's almost as many hit points as Hawthorne has. Like, that's absurd. That spell's so good, Aviad. I love it.
Yeah.
It's a good spell. It's a good spell. But it is concentration, so
It is, but I need concentration spells in order to be able to do other stuff. So
it's true.
Okay. All right. So Minerva is, where is her spellcaster? She is going to. Where was? Yeah, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to try. Wonderful. She turns to the girl and kind of distracted as as her attention is obviously not on the welfare of this girl. Hawthorne just used her whole action to do this. Minerva is just trying to say, "It's okay, don't trust me," as she is distracted casting her own spell. And if I remember correctly, this one is a 10-foot emanation. Yeah, perfect. And Minerva begins to cast a spell. If there's any counter spells or whatever, feel free to use that. But all creatures in her immediate vicinity, which does include the child, and both of our heroes, need to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
that gives me a spell slot back, doesn't it?
2d12 rolling 6.
Man, that's so low.
Do I want to? I mean, I have my inspiration.
You are free to use it.
Oh, I
Yeah,
can apply my
it's-
resonance dice. I don't think that would help, though.
No, probably not.
Why-
Oh, you're the one that didn't take the damage. Sorry about that, Aviad.
I take half damage.
Okay. So that was
I'm gonna roll it again because I want to keep safe. I care more about keeping the kids safe.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, that's right. I forget. I have the -1 con.
Excellent. Okay.
You rolled nat 20.
Yeah, and this
Oh, it means you get your resonance back, right? Is that or is it only on one?
isn't stunned.
I haven't used resonance.
Yeah, it's with
Okay.
only on a critical fail. I don't think I've seen one of those yet. I could be wrong.
Yeah. That's fine.
All right, where are we? Sorry. Small damage to Ivan. Delilah takes that chunk.
From temp hit points,
Just
right?
temp HP. Yep. Hawthorne.
Hawthorne can't save for maybe the spell.
Just trying to get where is? I lost my damage roll there. And apply this to Hawthorne. Still need a constant DC 10 concentration. Boom.
Okay.
Keep it. Good to go. And that did not go as expected. And damaging Delilah opens back up normal rolls for influencing her. That's real. And she does. Yeah, Minerva kind of moves back, almost like putting the girl between her and Ivan.
Oh, I should be taking
Cowards.
the same amount of damage as you.
What's up?
So I'm looking at warding bond.
Yes, please.
Oh yeah, you should have resistance to it, and I take damage instead.
Okay, so you pass.
Oh,
So you get
So
2 back. You both get 2 back then. I'll add that.
no, I take more. So whenever Hawthorne takes that, Hawthorne has resistance to all damage. Whenever Hawthorne takes damage, I take as much damage as well.
Okay. Yeah. You saved 2 HP. If the calculations
Alright.
are right. So low roll. And
no
That's
worries.
okay.
moving between here.
So, thank you for telling me to pop that up because otherwise I would have forgotten it was there.
Yep. It was on my screen and I still forgot.
Okay, in my defense, it's 1 a.m. So.
Yeah. Ivan.
Okay.
Minerva her attention towards the girl seemed to have shifted as she is quite obviously paying more attention to her own survival. As she kind of puts Delilah, and let's actually get Delilah onto a square, kind of between you and her.
All right. So Ivan's gonna go around. And not wanting to expose this kid to violence, I'm going to tell Minerva, now is the time to surrender. As I pull out the big hammer that I have, looking at her threateningly. And I would like to intimidate her.
In order to achieve surrender?
Yeah, that's I mean, she just cast a big spell and it did nothing to us.
Yes, that's
So I want to use
very much true.
And I want to use that and the big hammer to sort of.
Okay.
I think it's time to cut your losses.
Okay. All right. I like that. She'll use her insight, just not great, to contest that. And insight is wisdom, right? I just forget.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Could I have my intimidation using strength?
You did take
I can
both
just
of
do
you
anything.
did take both of those hits without hardly flinching. So yeah. Let's
So I suppose my daunting aura would help at all. Just
Yeah. We'll go with yes. Please give me a strength intimidation check. And are you proficient in intimidation?
I am not.
Okay. All right, just checking. And she's not proficient in her insight.
Oh.
She's not convinced of that. Just getting warmed up, my dear.
Oh, I see. And I will take my hand and I will push it to the side, and the lion will pounce, but not at Minerva, but rather wrap its tail around Delilah, and I'm going to cast Sanctuary as a bonus action on her.
Awesome. And
say, well, at least we can keep her. And I'll tell Delilah, you might want to step back for this. And turn my gaze back to Minerva, preparing to fight on my next turn. But that's everything for now.
Just trying to get the right. Let's see. Effects selected. Okay, with Delilah's turn up, she is now like the anger. The anger and sadness resulting in that anger is kind of turned into confusion and sorrows as fresh tears begin to run down her face. She wriggles out of the light grasp of Minerva. She looks at her confused and hurt, and then at these two. I mean, I'll friendly appearing or friendly sounding, but still odd looking and intimidating people, she basically requests another. She pleads to the two of everybody standing in here, actually, Minerva, Ivan, and Hawthorne. Minerva's charisma check is going to be at disadvantage because of that last hit. Both Ivan and Hawthorne's are going to be at advantage because of the protection applied since her last turn. She gets disadvantage. Whoa. And Minerva. Whoa. Oh, sorry, Hawthorne.
Oh, wait.
Whoa.
It's not a saving throw, but still.
Oh.
Still would have been a 19 still, so that's pretty good.
Yeah. I see. Unless right, you check. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, it hits.
Yeah, we're good. Exactly right. So you do succeed. And this, while it doesn't shift her disposition, it does stifle the fragment of rage. Yeah, stifles the fragment of rage. That was her turn. Sorry, it was on yours the whole time. And coincidentally, it is vulnerable to peace again as it begins to move, and the immense amount of care immediately and without hesitation shown towards this young girl, trying to protect and prevent harm, while really both of you keeping tabs and control over your emotions during this and really focusing on the one thing of importance. There's nothing left for this fragment of rage to feed on. Delilah's anger has turned to sorrow and confusion, and you all are giving it really nothing to work with here. It begins to get sucked, like Ghostbusters style, kind of sucked back into this shimmering metal liquid, and little tiny drop. Boop, as the surface settles, and get him out of there. And Minerva is left in the corner with no support.
Hawthorne's gonna blow a kiss to the fragment of rage as it goes to the everlasting.
She says, maybe my rituals could use some work. She drops her spellcasting focus. She drops it to the ground, and after looking briefly back behind Hawthorne, not being able to get a good line of sight for like Misty Step, and she doesn't have Dimension Door or anything. She drops and things clatter onto the ground, and she says, "Okay, I give up. Delilah, I guess you will just have to suffer for the rest of your life."
Okay, technically, Hawthorne was after the fragment of rage. And I still have the thing, the empathetic link up.
Empathic link, yeah.
Empathic. Oh my god, sorry. Thank you. My words are not working. Demoralizing or terrifying? Demoralizing or terrifying? I think I would go demoralizing right now. And she's just gonna. She would just stare at that actually should be 2 before. I don't know why I did that. Whatever. She's just gonna stare at Minerva and be like, "Shut up," and like do demoralizing flare into her head, just because.
And it just happens.
Hawthorne's done. It's just she just takes 8 psychic damage, and technically her next D20 thing would be at disadvantage, but like. Just Hawthorne's done. Like with this nonsense.
And yeah, she
Yeah, as she
yeah,
dropped the thing into the ground, the focus like sort of kick it to the side as well to further disarm the situation. Yeah.
this a minor setback, I guess, but surely I feel so safe in your the your pair of hands, so strong and caring. I know you could not harm an innocent, unarmed woman now. So, where are we off to? Um,
She's
I have
really
some
asking me
places
to
in
hurt
mind.
her. Ivan, she's really asking us to hurt her. Like, it's so hard to not. See, Delilah, even when people ask for you to just hit them with something, sometimes it's better not to.
Hmm.
Sometimes it's good to. I'm not a good teacher. I mean, shut me up.
I, why?
You're all right. You're all
Just
right.
I. What? Why? 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 She kind of, as she cries, she keeps looking at the two of you, just confused and wanting to know why you would help on the unwanted trash, broken, sad. Why would you waste? Why would you waste your time?
Um, Ivan sort of steps closer and kneels, so he's at eye level with Delilah, and looks to her and says, "You have a gift, but it can be also a burden. I know how it feels, and it doesn't have to be that way."
Uh, are you telling me the truth? You
Yeah,
you know what this feels like? It can get better.
it
And
can.
wrought
It
with
will.
exhaustion, wrought with emotion, literally drained from the events, she collapses into Ivan's arms, um, still breathing, but has seen more than what any one child should. I want to
Let's
just go
take her
ahead.
someplace safe.
Mm-hmm.
The curtains slowly close on the scene as, yeah, please, we have a little outro if you want, or a little comment or whatever on the ending of that scene.
I think Hawthorne will get to decide what she wants to do with Minerva.
Yeah, Hawthorne still has that link up and like is definitely like a hi honey, I'm right here. So but yeah, like is very relieved that the Delilah's in Ivan's arms because like as much as much as Hawthorne's like, I want to help the child. I'm not good at the nurture bit. So let's let the conduit friend do that one. Um, but yeah, honestly, I think that Hawthorne would just focus on making sure that Minerva was contained and could be
What would
maneuvered
you
wherever the heck we would need to, and then
w-
also can't be heard by Delilah.
absolutely? What if you had if Hawthorne had her druthers? Would what what would happen to Minerva? You quickly realize that she is a shrewd and capable mage. Um, but yeah, just kind of curious, like if Hawthorne was the judge, jury, and pardoner or executioner, what would she do?
I mean, Hawthorne is tempted to be like, here, you like spirits so much, let's get you into the Everlast. Like, she'd be tempted to do that.
Fair, no, fair.
I
I
think
like that.
I think that given how long that they've been adventuring for and such, and kind of Hawthorne growing up as an empath, would have had probably really good teachers. Probably would want to get Minerva into a situation where she is surrounded by people who can handle her. Um, but honestly, if Minerva acts up, she's gonna try to kick her into the Everlast.
Awesome.
Make
Thank
it
you.
easier.
That's great. And Ivan, Delilah, Delilah's obviously trusting the two of y'all, but there's some unspoken connection that seems to draw you two together. Um, what you have any
Uh,
what kind of intentions you have to help Delilah or sh- you know
I think yes. I think I'll find. Um, I'll start by sort of telling her um about what's going on, like why she's experiencing all of these things, about her spark being brighter, and which means that the Everlast is reacting to her, and that now that she knows this, it's also her responsibility. Her chance to be a hero is to learn about herself and to be able to keep everyone around her safe. Um, and I would teach her some like mantras or meditations, and maybe try to find a place where she can study and practice. Um,
kind of
I don't know
take
if
her
she'll
under her
quite
wing?
become an adventurer with me, but
Hmm.
perhaps give her a chance to explore um, what it means for her to have that kind of power and responsibility.
Yeah, yeah, wonderful. I mean, in the great words of RuPaul, if you can't love yourself, how the hell are you gonna love anybody else? Can I get an amen?
Amen.
And that
I wasn't expecting a RuPaul reference.
gotcha. Um, and that thank you both. I appreciate that outro. I it gives me a nice little end to this. I really like what that last encounter really did not go the direction I expected. I did not expect an immediate stifling and just suppressing of that Animar. So thank thank you both for playing along with my nonsense, for speeding up a little bit and getting through some of the stuff. But yeah, that's the curtains have closed on Ivan, Bunny, Delilah, or sorry, Ivan, Hawthorne, Delilah, and Minerva, and that looks to be the makings of a quite a odd adventuring party, if I do say so myself.
It is.
Oh, when Nora joins us as an adventurer, yeah, that'd be funny.
That would be. Man, thank you so much. Thanks so much for this. This was delightful.
It was
This
a
was so
lot of
fun, Matt.
fun.
Um,
Yeah,
thank
Yeah.
you
thanks for
for planning
playing.
everything and mastering everything.
It's
Thank you for
Um,
Foundry. It's so pretty.
yeah,
it's
everything's automated so nicely.
yeah, things worked really well. I'm gonna have to see if I can figure out how that darkness thing manifested. Maybe I can submit. Maybe it's Foundry Core. Shh, maybe it's Foundry Core. um,
All right.
and yeah, to everybody watching, thanks a lot for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed seeing how actually GMing with Book of Spirits and the mechanics, you know, it does add another layer of things to keep in mind and consider, but it also really lets you go just laterally out into, I mean, half of that last encounter was really just working with relationships and trying to convince people that it it adds an interesting amount, and GMing, like really trying to run it and GM it and see how these resonance effects and when they're stifled and kindled and like what that means in the story. It gives you there's a lot of prompts for the GM to consider what just happened and why, which was pretty neat. It was pretty neat. Like I'm kind of reflecting on how that went for GMing and trying to, yeah, it's some really neat work you've done here, Aviad. It's a different
Oh,
aspect to the
thanks.
game.
That's the goal, and you've handled it very well. I feel like these adventures, when you truly let resonance become a part of them, it's like everything you've said. It opens up a whole new avenue for problem solving and thinking about emotions and care and role play in combat, and letting that actually become a way to solve things, which is not always the case with the classic sort of hack and slash D&D. Nothing wrong with that. It's just more options.
Yeah, no, and that's really, I think that's the big thing, because D&D, as written in the books, does technically allow for these things, but it's not as obviously fleshed out as combat. But now
it doesn't give guidance on how to, which some people it's a lot easier. I mean, like I play with a lot of neurodivergent folks too, so like having this as like a setup of like actual mechanics of like how could this work
exactly.
I think really helps people get a guideline of like that, and especially for like GMs who don't want to role play as much, who are like, I want to do the hack and slash, but like I know emotional stuff is fun, I just don't know how to. Like, this is such a good way to be like, okay, hey.
And the player initiated side of it, like the resonance check, like that being initiated by the players, I really like, because that's not something that the GM has to keep in mind, whether somebody may want to do this and kind of remind or start the workflow. It's just like the player, there's another thing that they can do. They can directly interact with feels on their turn. Like, that's what I want to do. I want to interact with feels. Let's talk about feels for a second. And the GM's like, cool, let's do that.
Yeah, we give it space. I love that. I think I do think we should wrap up for Bunny's sake. It's very late over
it's
there.
very late. Yes.
Yeah. It's like half
thanks
one. It's
everyone
fine.
for joining us.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. This was so much fun.
I hope everybody had a good time. I know I did. I'm a little bit hot and sweaty from GMing, but that's just to be expected.
It was really fun. It was really great.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it a lot. And thanks everyone in the chat and the VOD for watching. We hope you like it. We hope you'll try it as well. And if you want to talk more about Book of Spirits or the Foundry module for Book of Spirits, please drop by on the Discord server. There will be some link somewhere around here to buy.
It's in chat right now, but we'll see where.
Yeah, in the chat right now. If you're in the chat, or if you're watching later, it will be in the description. To buy Book of Spirits or the Foundry module and join the Discord server. So yeah, play some games. Tell us how it goes. Have fun.
Give me some.
See you around. And bug reports.
Give us some math, not.
All
right. Bye.
Wonderful.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Thank you for joining.